Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. I have a few projects that I want to share with you all. I had a little accident with my air conditioner, you guys, and it was clogged up. And because it was clogged up and we didn't know the water was collecting in the pan, and my ceiling collapsed in my living room, or part of my ceiling. But because of that, I was kind of stuck in my craft room when the air conditioner man would come and was working on all that. I was kind of stuck in my craft room, which made me clean up my countertop. So now you see a white countertop. Yay! So, you know, out of a bad situation, not really real bad, because, we have to allow for some of these things to happen. We have to have grace for people. But it caused me to have an opportunity to come into my craft room and really clean up my countertop. I'm not completely done, but I can tell you that half of my work craft island is clean, and most of my desk, which it was a mess, you guys. So one way to get motivated to do that while I was enjoying my coffee, before I got my day started, I was watching like a declutter videos, extreme cleaning, minimalizing videos. And that really did motivate me to start, and just in little portions, and start cleaning up or organizing and crafting. And purging my craft room. So those videos really helped me. Hopefully they'll help you, because I have a big space, but I wasn't utilizing it. Like my countertop, I couldn't show you guys the rest of my countertop. And when I was doing a video, you guys saw all that stuff that was cluttered around my area, because I had piles everywhere. So this, it gives me more room now. It's more organized. It motivates me to want to craft, because everything's kind of put away. But it also feels really good, guys, to get my space cleaned up, where I can really enjoy my work, or should I say my playroom. But that's not what this video is about. I just kind of got sidetracked there for a minute by sharing with you guys my everyday, how I do things, or what I've been up to. So if anybody's interested, if not, so sorry. Anyway, I wanted to share some projects that prior to that happening, I was in my craft room playing. So one of the things I was playing with was with resin. Let me grab that mold really quick. I picked up this mold from my daughter's shop, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like the scissors, because it's like really thin, the handles and all that. And wasn't sure if I was going to be able to take it out without breaking it and stuff. But I used that resin that sets in 10 minutes. I will link that in the description, and I will link this in the description as well, below this video. Anyway, this is the mold that I use. So I want to share with you what I did. And I did all of them except this one. I did do it, but I kind of just threw it away because, I don't know, I didn't like the way. I couldn't even make out what it was, to be quite honest. But I did want to try it, and I did. And I'm not even sure what that is. But I love the scissors, the butterflies, and the flowers. So let me share with you what they look like. Look at how pretty these are. Hopefully you won't get a lot of glare. But you know what? I can take them out. I can take them out of the bag and maybe put something beneath. I usually have a bunch of scraps on my table, but now that I cleaned it up, I don't have any scraps. Let's see if I can find something. Okay, here's a piece of paper. I don't even know whose it is, but it's in my craft room. So here is the resin that I did, and I did pour it in pink. I believe I poured all of it. Nope. I poured some of it in pink and some of it in black. The two butterflies up here and the rose down here, I poured in pink. And then I went with my gold paint pen and added the gold to it. And I love the way it came out. For this one, it was all pink, so I went in with acrylic paint and painted the leaves. Kind of wanted it to mimic that sewing machine Happy Mail that I'm working on. The one of the papers, or the designer paper, has flowers like this on it. So I just kind of just started painting it, see if I would like it, and I do like the way it looks. Kind of feels like the paint was still wet when I put it in the package, and it probably was. Um, and then these, I poured them with black resin, and it's a matte black. And then I just added the gold with the paint pen marker. And I love the way these came out. I'm going to leave them outside of the package so they can dry better. Sometimes I want to see the way they look in packages, and I don't wait for them to really dry completely. And I guess that's not a good idea, but I'm one of those people that isn't very patient as far as waiting for paint to dry. And then here are the scissors. Look at how pretty those are. And I had a little bit of trouble getting them out, but when I took it out, it wasn't completely set. So, you know, they stretched a little bit, but they went back down. You know, I reshaped them a little bit. And I love the intricate work on here where it's got all this open stuff. And I thought I would have trouble pulling that out of the mold, and I didn't. I was very gentle with it, but, you know, it did give enough for me to pull them out and not have any trouble. Again, I poured one in pink and one in black, and then the filigree pieces, or the artwork that was on the scissors, I painted with a paint pen. And then I added these marquee shape blings to it. Let me bring it up a little bit so you can see it. And I really love the way these came out as well. These seem to be dry. I'll leave them out for a little bit anyway, now that I have plenty of room on my countertop. As soon as that dries, I'll put them back where they belong. Put them back in the packaging. So I've been working also on, I'm one of those people that I don't really like to make flowers, but when I'm doing Happy Mail, I will just take the plunge. It's a labor of love for me because it's something that I don't enjoy too much, but I love the results when I actually get it done. And I just had the stamps and dies out that I used, and what did I do with them? Well, I'm not sure what I did with them. Anyway, I want to share with you the flowers that I created. That is so strange. And I just pulled them out, guys. Oh, here they go. So I can share it with you. I didn't use this one. I just kind of pulled this one out to let you know that you can substitute anything that you have will work. So this is one that I have, and I didn't use it, but what I love about these dies that have the detail work is that when you put the embossing folder on there, you'll have the veining on the flowers. So when I look for a flower die, I always look for something that can be embossed or that has the little detail score lines in it. So that would be a great substitute. The one that I used is this one right here by Spellbinders. It's called Timeless Heart, and it can make roses, and I think I already put away all the flowers that I make. I think I made like 4 different flowers using this same die, but I'll share them with you. And I love the way this works. I wish I had bought another one, that way I could do doubles at the same time. But look at how pretty, look at how pretty these flowers are. Look at how pretty they are. On these, on the last petal, I did emboss with some rose gold on the petals. And then I went in with, I think I cut these out in a very light pink. And then I went in with a darker pink and a blending brush to add a little bit more darker to the tips of the flowers. I shaped them by hand. I didn't use any shaping tools as far as like the heartfelt creation shaping tray. I didn't use that. I kind of just spritzed them down with water, crinkled them up, shaped them with a ball tool. Nothing major, and I love the way they came out. And after I had done that, I added the artificial. You guys remember when I think Prima had flowers that had these flakes in them, and they were so pretty. So I found me a little container of this in my, while I've been cleaning my craft room. So I added that to the petals, and they are so pretty. So I made those using this rose dye, and they're not really roses. I added a little metal stamen, gold stamen in the center, and then one of those pearls that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. I had never used them, and they are like a rose gold or a champagne color, and they fit perfectly with what I was working with. So there's one that I created, and then here is another set. Again, I think these are just a little bit smaller than the first ones, and I did one in pink, and then I did two in the like an aqua color. Again, the same centers on these, and added the same flakes on it, and I love the way they came out. Now this, the die that made these, which is the Timeless Heart, is actually a rose. You can make a rose with it. So there's the rose. I only made one because I wanted to see how many flowers I could create with it. Here's another one that I created and just added a little bit of a sequence mix in the center to match what was going on in that sewing machine and that little craft bag. But all of them were from using the same die. So I love the way that came out. So that is, as far as the sewing machine goes, that's all that I've done so far. And then I was working on the little Christmas tote bag, and where is it? Right here. I was working on my little Christmas tote bag, and I don't know if y'all remember, but I said that I needed bigger peppermints for the locking mechanism that goes on the pockets. And these are the chipboard pieces that come with the paper line, and they're kind of small. So what I decided to do, I decided to go on my brother Scan and Cut, and I created some peppermints. So these are the ones that I created. I did some in pink and some in the aqua or teal, and I did layer them up quite a bit, so they're pretty thick and sturdy. And then I added a small bling to the center of them. Let me move them up closer. Hopefully the glare won't be too bad. And I love the way these came out, and now I have the file in my machine that I can create as many as I want. Like if I had gone to the store and I had seen these in stickers, I probably would have bought them. But I've been really not to go to the stores, especially because I'm purging and cleaning up my not just my craft room, but my whole house. So I've been really careful about trying not to go to the stores, because I know once I go into a craft store, I'm going to come back with bags full. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put those into the pocket. Another thing that I played with, let me see if I can find that die, is the little truck that I think we all hauled it a couple years ago. And I hadn't played with mine. So as I was deciding on things to make, I came across that little truck. I must have put it away already, guys, because I don't see it here. Let me see if I can grab it really quick. Might not be too hard to find that one. Okay, not sure what I did with it. I'm not really sure what I did with it, but that was the little truck that a lot of us picked up at Tuesday morning a couple years ago. And it had the little truck. It had the little sign right here. Let me take these out of the package. And I think it was by Recollections. There's the one. Take them out of the bag. So I can share them with y'all. Sometimes I thought I had put it away where it went, but I guess I didn't. So I'm not sure what I did with it. It'll turn up. Anyway, this was the little truck that was on there, and I had gotten it and I hadn't played with it. So I decided to go ahead and start taking out some of the dies that I have had in my stash for a while and hadn't played with it. I wish I could find it so I could share it with y'all. And what I decided to do was I added little peppermints to the wheels. I added artificial snow. This says Happy Holidays on there. And you can't see it. Maybe you can. But I added white spots to there's a piece of acetate in the window. So it would look like it was snowing. So there's one. And they don't look like much when you set them down like that. But when you put a background to them, look at how pretty they are. So I decided to just cut out some tags with the beautiful paper that I was using as a background for the packaging. So that's those. And then here are the pink ones. And I'm going to leave them on the tag so you can see how pretty they are. So there are the pink ones. Again, they do have the spots for the snow. And they have the artificial snow on the wheels and on the trees. And just, you know, on the hood and the top of the truck. But I love the way these embellishments came out. And I'm kind of funny that way, guys. When I'm working on something, I tend to work on several different projects. Like this is a Christmas one. The sewing machine is not. And I think I have another one. I had a B one. I have a B one that I'm working on. So I tend to work on at least a minimum of 3 or 4 projects at the same time. So that's why I'm showing you all these things mixed up, because that's kind of how I work. And because I work that way, that's why I have all the clutter. Oh, I found it. This is the little die that I was talking about for the truck. I know a lot of you picked it up. Oh, it's by Momenta. I thought it was Recollections. At Tuesday morning, but look at how pretty it is. And it's got a lot of little pieces. You have the little candy cane, the little gifts, and I didn't use that. I used the star, the bow, the tree, the truck, and of course the railing to the truck, and then the little holiday sign. But I thought they were really, really pretty as embellishments. I hope that you like what I created, and if you have some of these items, hopefully you can create something like this. Again, the peppermint, all I did was look for some free clip art of a peppermint. And if you know how to maneuver or work in your Brother Scan & Cut studio, then you can create these. I didn't have very much. It didn't take me very long, guys. And I do like the way they came out. So that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone is having a great day. And hopefully, eventually, I will get my craft room all set up the way I really want it. Then I'll be able to share it with you all. Like I said, I have been purging. My living room is a mess. But it looks better today than when I started. So, because I not only purged just my craft room, this was kind of like the catch-all room. And in my closet, I have tons of things, guys. I don't know about y'all. I look at a lot of organizing videos, and especially for a craft room. And I look at the videos, and they look nice. The rooms look really, really nice. The problem is that I can never relate to any one of those videos, is because most of the time when you see a video like that, they do one type, usually it's one type of crafting, whether it be sewing, whether it be paper craft, whether it would be flower arrangement or wreath making. The problem with me is that I have so many hobbies, so many that I have, tools and material for leather work. I have tools and, materials as well for stamping on metal. I have the scrapbooking is the biggest uh, things that I have the most. I also have for sewing machines. I have fabrics, embroidery, so many hobbies that I have quite a bit of everything that I can't organize my room like that. So really what I had to do was purge and things that I wasn't doing anymore. I really had to pray about it too. Sometimes, things have value to us, you know, and we don't want to let go of that stuff because we pay good money or for whatever reason. But I have to tell you guys that I did pray about it. I did ask the Lord to help me, to give me the want and the will to clean up my area, and to purge and to let go of things, and bless somebody else with it. And and it really helped me a lot because once I got rid of some of those things, I'm beginning to love my craft room again and my living room again because I'm letting go of those things that I was no longer using, but they were still good things to me that I didn't want to throw away. So, if I could give you any advice would be to pray about it and just let it go. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day and God bless. Bye.